Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. My name is Nina. What's your name? It's nice to meet you. Are you ready to sing our good morning song together? Let's stretch our arms out like airplane wings. We'll fly to this side, over to the other side, fly back to the middle. Big stretch out in front. Now take that circle up over your head. We'll stretch on this side, over on the other side. One last stretch. And now let's sing together. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, friends, and happy Friday. I hope that you're having a great morning so far. Before we move on to the calendar and weather chart, we have to do 3 things. Number 1, turn on our listening ears. Next, we have to put on our thinking hats. So you look for your thinking hat. My thinking hat is over here. I'm going to put it on top of my head. And today my thinking hat has some snaps underneath my chin. So I'm going to snap those all up. And the last thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. Can you show me how to do that? That's right. Boom, 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 boom. Now let me grab my pointing stick and let's go over the date together. We're going to start off with the month, which is right up here. Do you remember what the month is? November. Today is November 19th. Let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was November 18th, and today is November 19th, and the year is 2021, but you can also say 2021. Let's see how many days we've had so far in the month of November. Take out your counting fingers and warm them up to give them a nice stretch. Let's also take a deep breath together like this. And now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We've had 19 days so far in the month of November. The month of November is almost over. Now, for this next song, we need to hold up 7 fingers like this. We'll start with one hand, 5 fingers on this hand, plus 2 more fingers make 7. 7 fingers for each day of the week. Sing along with me if you know the words. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Down at the bottom of the chart, we have the days of the week to go over. You can tell me what the day is after you hear the sound. This says that yesterday was Thursday. That means that today is Friday, and tomorrow will be Saturday, the first day of the weekend. Let's sing Today is Friday together before we go over the season. Today is Friday, today is Friday, today is Friday, all day long. Today is Friday, today is Friday, today is Friday, all day long. Up at the top of the chart, we have the season. What is the season right now, friends? Fall, you're right. But in almost a month, we will say goodbye to the fall and we will say hello to a new season called winter. But for now, it's still autumn. Let's go back down to the bottom of the chart. We'll sing the weather song together before we share what we see outside of the window. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Today, where I live, it is a mostly cloudy day outside, but I do see the sun popping out behind the clouds a little bit. My temperature chart is on light blue because it's chilly outside. Chilly, but mostly cloudy. And what about you, friends? What do you see outside of your window today? Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. Because today is Friday, it will be the last day talking about this capital letter. Can you tell me the sound that this letter makes? Let's do that together. X. And what letter is this? X. This is a capital or uppercase X. X says X. I wonder what we'll find inside of the letter box today. Inside of this box, I have a picture of something that ends with the letter X. X. I'll give you a few clues, and if you think you know what it is, you can take a guess. Here's your first hint. This is a type of an animal that usually lives in the woods. This animal has a bushy tail, and it has 4 legs, and it also is about the size of a dog. Do you have any ideas? Let's see. This is a fox. So this fox is a red fox, which lives in the forest, but there are other kinds of foxes around the world. Fox ends with the letter X. X. This is how you write in uppercase. X. X. One more time. Here is the double-digit number of the week. What number is this? 25. When you write the number 25, first you write the number 2, and then you write the number 5. 2, 5. 25. Let's count the number 25 together using the large bead frame. This is how you count the number 25 using the large bead frame. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 2 tens, 5 units. 25. Let's take a peek inside of the number box. Let me gather up all of these acorn tops. I have quite a lot of them today, so as I count, I'm going to make 2 rows. Are you ready to count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and one more makes 25. 25 acorn tops. Today will also be the last day saying brave in sign language. Let's do it together. You're going to take both of your hands to your chest and then move them away into a fist. like this. Brave. You try. Brave. This week we learned about the following positive traits or character strengths: kindness, gratitude, helpfulness, and independence. We are going to wrap up this unit with the final result of those strengths: friendship. But friendship isn't just one-sided. In order to have friends, you have to be a good friend yourself. So let's close our eyes and think about our best friend. When I think about my best friend, who's my sister, I think about how she always listens to me when I need someone to talk to. Today we're going to make a picture or write a letter and send it to a friend. For today's work, you will need an envelope, a piece of paper, and some art materials. I just wrote a letter to my neighbor up the street, thanking him for letting us swim in his pond this summer. So on the other side, I wrote this quick note. Thank you for letting us swim in your pond. Your friend, Nina. And then on the other side, I'm going to draw a picture of his pond. The pond is very clean and refreshing to swim in, so I'm going to make it blue. The blue water right here. And there's lots of tall grass and even some cattails and some lilies, which are a type of flower that grow up around the pond like this. On the sides, there's the tall grass. In front, there's some shorter grass right here. And one of my favorite parts of going to our neighbor's pond is taking out the little paddle boat. So I'm going to draw a little boat over here. It even has a little sail on top. So there we have it. I have a picture on one side describing my note, which is on the other side. The next thing that I'm going to do is fold up my letter, and I have an envelope which is ready to go. So this is the front side. When you flip it over, there's a little pocket. If you lift up the tab, I can slide my letter right inside and fold it up. Because my neighbor lives just right up the street from me, I'm just going to write his name right here. But if your friend lives far away, right up here, you're going to write your name and address. The front part over here is where your friend's name and address will go, and then the last thing that you'll need is a stamp up in the corner. But like I said, my friend just lives up the street, so I'm just going to write his first name right here. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. I bet your friend is going to be so excited when they get a letter from you. Before we go, I have a song all about friendship to sing, and it goes like this. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little friends, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little friends, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little friends, 10 little friends to play. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give my video a big thumbs up, and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Before we go, we have one last song to sing, so let's wave goodbye like this. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Join me next week as we begin a new unit on opposites. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you back on Monday. Bye, everyone.